Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new tutorial for the Hero of the Village raid farm. It has been requested a huge amount on one of my most popular videos, the raid farm tutorial. This is a farm again designed by Ray's.Works. I'll have a link to his video in the description below. And if you guys are interested in the other raid farm without Hero of the Village, I'll have a link to his video and my video of both. Anyways, if you guys are interested in just having a world download with a schematic included in that file, I will have that linked in the description below. Make sure to check that out if you don't want to watch the full tutorial. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. So the materials you're going to need are in this chest right here. These are all the blocks you're going to need. Fences, you guys can pause the video, get what you need, and yeah. Obviously this will just be a grass block and you right click it with the shovel. Okay, and then you're also going to need quite a bit of water and 9 buckets of lava. So there and there. Okay, so to get things started, you're going to come to a portion in the ocean. Just pick any random block. This is going to be the block we start with, just at ocean level, and you're going to count 13 blocks up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You can destroy all the blocks below it. And then here, what you're going to do is you're going to have glass surrounding it, like so, and like that. And then you're going to get some slabs. And you're just going to slab this off. This is where your villager is going to go, and it's just going to be inside there like that. But you're going to want to get your villager in pretty much at the end of this farm is my recommendation. But if you are coming out here to the ocean, I just recommend bringing him in a boat and then setting up a minecart system to get him up here. Or a bubble vader. You can do it multiple ways. And if you want to do a bubble vader, just up to here, boom. Anyways, before we move on, what you're going to do is place a composter right in front of the villager. Now, quickly, before we move any further, let's make sure you have your directions correct. So F3, you're going to want to make sure you're facing west this way, and the composter is going to be facing north. It's very important you get directions and everything like that right. The Y level of this block here is 75. Okay, so yeah, keep that in mind. Alright, so next from this block here, the same level as the composter, you're going to come out this way, facing west. Come out this way like so, and this is where you're going to build your beacon base. So to make sure you do the correct type of beacon base, you're going to go from this block west. You're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then to the north you're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you're going to bring that in, and you're going to go ahead and fill this in like a beacon base. And then you're going to go ahead and place some beacons like that. There you go. And then just put something like a button or some glass on top of it. I'm just going to use buttons. There you go. And then just cover the entire thing in buttons. And there you go. This means that this is not going to be spawnable. Make sure that these glass blocks aren't spawnable. Just place some buttons on top. It doesn't hurt. Just, yeah, very important to make sure stuff isn't spawnable. Alright, so from this block, again, above this composter, come up 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. And with your smooth slab going to the north, what you're going to do is place a slab like this, and then come out 2 like this with your block of choice. I'm using stone for this, and you're going to go over 9. 9. And there you go. You should have this portion of something looking just like this. Now go ahead and place a slab like so. Okay, with a piston, come over here and place a piston just like so, then place a fence like that. Then with soul sand, come under here and go over 1 just like so. So you're going to push the player over here and he's going to come into the bubble elevator, which is going to be on this block. Now what you're going to do is get your block of choice and place a block like so. Place a redstone dust there and place a repeater going into that like so. And come all the way back with your repeaters. Do that and all the way back like so. Then set all of your repeaters to 4 ticks. Now place a stone pressure plate like so. And so now when you do that, it will activate a clock or a delay circuit, and you will be pushed over just like so. Alright, so coming from this slab here, you're going to go wall, and then piece of glass, and then we're going to do the tube, which is where the player is going to be doing its dropping and falling. Before we do that, let's go ahead and get some water, and go ahead and waterlog that slab like so. And then also you're going to want to waterlog this here. So what you're going to do is you're going to start from here and go all the way up to Y114, and that is if you did all of your Y levels correctly. If you're doing it on a different Y level, which I don't recommend, but if you are, look at the world download and do the math yourself, because you want everything to be in proportion correctly. But if you're doing it exactly how I'm showing you, go up to Y114. Okay, with this fence at Y115, so this is Y114, this is Y115, place a pressure plate on top of that, your chosen block. Do that, a sticky piston like so. Get yourself a hopper. You're going to make a hopper clock right here. So the way to do that is you just place 2 hoppers like so. The only difference here is you're going to actually have a regular piston on this side like so. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have your outputs right here like you do, 1 and 2, then place your block here, and then place a redstone dust there. Now if you're doing this right, this should line up with the beacon beam on the south side, and yeah, it should be like that. Then place your redstone block right there, and then in the hopper clock, go ahead and fill this hopper here with 57 items, and that will actually trigger it, and then it will slowly fade out and the 57 items will be left here. Then go ahead and place stone like this, and you're going to go up 4 more blocks just like that and cap it off like so. Okay, and you're going to go ahead and continue fences up to there, that. And now it's time that we take a output from this here. So you're going to have a repeater going into a sticky piston with a block. Then go ahead and cap that with a slab. Take your block, mount this way, and come 3. Then place a block going up like that. Place a temporary block like this, and then a slab there. Then go ahead and build a slab staircase just like so. Then go ahead and bring your redstone dust up like that. You can go ahead and bring this glass up to here as well, and you can go ahead and bring this up to here as well. Alright, so go ahead and place a composter here. I accidentally pressed the pressure button, that's why it's on. Or not composter, place the piston here. Then go ahead and get a composter. And you're going to place that composter there. And then you're going to go up 1 block, 2, 3 temporary blocks, and then a piston facing down. Then from here, you're going to place a slab and a repeater going into that on 4 ticks of delay. And then right here, you're going to place a full block right here. And then you're going to get glass, and you're going to make a little casing for the villager here. Then you're going to place 3 slabs like so, and a slab like that, that, and that. And that is actually the villager system done. Now, this is a good time to get both this villager and this villager in to your farm. So I'm going to go ahead and get those. A quick note, guys, I said to put a redstone dust here. This is actually going to be a repeater on 1 tick of delay. Another quick note is that this block here is supposed to be a slab with a repeater like so. So a little tricky thing to do here is actually going to be putting banners down. You're going to need 5, so you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like so. And now we're going to go ahead and continue this fall chamber up. So go ahead and get some water. I'd recommend filling this up as you build it, just makes it easier so you can catch yourself. And then go ahead and actually waterlog this one here and waterlog both of these up to right here where it reaches this cap here, and then just start waterlogging 1 block again. And now you're going to continue this pattern here, wall fence and 2 pieces of glass up to Y level 208. Alright, so here we are at 208. So these 2 glass, I'd recommend making a platform like this, just exactly like this shape. It's just with these 2, and then you go out 2 more to here, 1 over here, and you fill it in. And so yeah, so now what we're going to do is we're going to place a glass block here, 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 and then you're going to get 2 stone pressure plates, or any pressure plate for that matter. And you're going to go ahead and place a water source right here. But you're also going to make sure this water source here gets continued up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quick. Okay, and when you get the water source to the Y208, so actually if we look at this, this actually should be at Y209. Just, yeah, keep that in mind. So this whole platform here is at Y209. Then go ahead and place this water source here, and there you go. So now what we're going to do is you're going to continue this up and continue that up just like that. Yeah, this is how your player is going to get pushed over to a point where they're going to fall all the way back down, if you know how this farm works. And you get pushed over and you go all the way up, loading the farm and whatnot. So that's how that works. And this is a really large tube elevator. So yeah, and if you guys are short on glass, this doesn't have to be glass. I just recommend it. Anyways, let's move on. All right, so now you're going to come down to this block right here, one below this one here, and put a chest like so. Then place 2 hoppers like that, 2 glass like so, and then a solid block and a glass block like that. Place a cake, then go ahead and put a hopper minecart into this area like that, and then go ahead and roll it forward and make sure that this is destroyed, and go ahead and get another nudge, make sure it is just slightly over this hopper here, and it is. You can see that just right there, and you can see that hitbox with F3 and B. Now what you're going to do is you're going to get a regular piston facing downwards like that, and then get a grass block that you're going to turn into a path block. So you got to be a little bit quick, make sure it doesn't turn into a dirt block. Do that, and also you're going to need a shovel. Go ahead, place that grass block like so, boom, and then right click that grass block with a shovel. Alright, so now from this chest you're going to place a block and come over like that, and then you're going to place a piece of redstone dust right there, piece of redstone dust there, again come up one and over one like that, then come up right here and put a torch on the end. Now from this torch place a slab and a block and then 2 redstone dusts just like that. Then you're going to come up here like so with another block, redstone dust, and then come up one more like so, and then put a block on top and to the side just like that. And then you're going to go ahead and place a block right there, and from this side you're going to take 2 slabs and put them like that, and put a repeater facing that way, and then put a repeater facing this way, and then get a full block, put it there, and a redstone dust, put it there. Then you're going to go ahead and put a lever here. This is going to be your on off button like that, as you can see, and then set these repeaters to 4 ticks each just like so. Now come around to this side where the cake is and place a solid block, get yourself a glass block, and then come around to this side, place another solid block just like that. And now what you're going to do is place a piston here and here, 2 sticky pistons just like that. Get yourself a trapdoor and place them on the bottom of each sticky piston just like that. And now up at the top here, go ahead and place 2 smooth stone slabs just like that. Alright, so now go ahead and right under this glass, so this is going to be so we can get the next portion of this redstone done. So come back to this bubble vader here, and underneath here place 2 double chests. This is going to be the storage for your hero of the village villagers. Place 2 hoppers like that, and then a hopper like that. Then over here place a glass there, glass, glass, and glass. Go ahead and get a carpet or a vine. If you want to have a ton of extra villagers, put a vine here. But for this tutorial, I'm going to just be putting a carpet here. Okay, so this glass block here is actually supposed to be a slab. Then you're going to put a slab there and 2 glass blocks here, and you're just going to complete it just like so. And you're going to put your villagers with their professions in there. They don't have to have their workstations, I don't believe. They just need to have their professions and be locked into that profession. And then when you get hero of the village, they will be like, oh cool, you have hero of the village. So you're going to go ahead and get this trapdoor, and you're going to come in here, and you're going to probably not want to do that yet, but place a your trapdoor right against that chest so it opens up like this. Very important, it opens up like that. Go ahead and put a wall in front, and so now what happens is you actually end up right here when you press forward. Alright, so now we need to actually power this thing here. So first, just make sure you cap this off like so, so you have 3 blocks tall space. And then under here, you're going to go ahead and get yourself a trapdoor, and you're just going to place it like so. Doesn't matter how you place it, but yeah, you're going to place a block next to that, and over here you're going to get yourself an observer. You're going to place that observer so it is facing towards this way. Now, I'd recommend putting a dirt platform while you do this redstone here. It makes it a lot easier. Anyways, this observer is going to be facing this way, and that is going to be going into a block just like so. And underneath there's also going to be a block, and this is going to be a repeater set to 2 ticks of delay. Okay, so the next step here is to go ahead and make a hopper clock. Everyone likes their hopper clocks, so from here what you're going to do is just come up with a block there and a block there. Easy stuff. Go ahead and get yourself a comparator and have the comparator facing that way, and then you're going to do the same, so just a 2 block gap, boom, get your comparator facing the other way, and of course we have a block over here. And now what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and place your hoppers facing the correct way, so facing into each other. Alright, so next what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and bring sticky pistons back this way and this way. This time it's going to be on the side here, which is great. Place some redstone right there. This is going to power this and the hopper clock. And then right here we're going to go ahead and have our block of redstone like that. And then in here you're going to have a stack and 10 of an item just like that. And if this opens too quickly for you, just extend this repeater right here. That should solve all of your issues with that not extending correctly or not letting you fall down. Sometimes the server needs a bit more time, and that's fine. Just extend that guy right there. So next, to get rid of some lag here, just place some of those and go ahead and get your slabs and just place those above everything. Whoops, on this thing like that. And if you guys want to have an on-off switch to this, by all means go ahead and add a lever to right there. And then if you want to turn this thing off and on, just bam, there you go. So yeah, just don't forget to turn it off when you want the farm to run. Alright, so the next step here is to take a torch from here, yet another part of this hopper clock. Shows you how important that is. Torch there, block there, torch there. That's going to be an off torch. Now place a dispenser. Important, this has to be a dispenser, and place that there. And yeah, this is going to be dispensing lava over your path block here. Now go ahead and get yourself some chests. And go ahead and place that against this torch here. That's a great way to do it. And you're just going to have 2 double chests just like that. And now what you're going to do is you're going to extend the glass up like this, like so. And you're also going to bring this glass up like that. And this glass is going to come up too, all the way up to there. Then go ahead and get yourself some oak fences or fences, doesn't matter what type, and bring them up just like that. Just so you know, you can actually get rid of these 2 here, and then over here you can place your glass, but you're going to have to go ahead and destroy those 2 afterwards as well. And these are going to be extended upwards, as well as this fence here. Alright, so now from here you're going to bring this up to Y238. Again, if you're doing this at a different Y level than I am, which I do not recommend, check with the world download. That is going to be your best friend. Anyways, bring this up to Y238. Alright, so we're here at the 238. Actually going to need to remove this one here. And go ahead and place 2 more like this. And then over here, come out 2 and come over another 3. 1, 2, 3. And there you go. And then from here, you're just going to go ahead and place some fences going like this. Make sure there's a gap right here. And you're going to go up 3 more. Or sorry, 2 more, like so. So there's a 3 by 3 of fences. And you're going to go ahead and have an open fence gate just like so. So now from here, go ahead and place 2 glass like that, and then like that. And then you're going to go ahead and surround this little thing here with glass so nothing can get out, like that. Just don't destroy what you don't need to. There we go, just like so. And then here what we're going to do is we're going to bring a ring of blocks around like that. And so there should be a 3 by 3 with the lip of this actually extending over this space on the north side. So let's check our directions. It's a good time to check directions before we move any further. So basically your AFK point should be facing south, and then all this should be in relation to this. The way I'm facing now is south. Then up here you're going to place this little drop chamber to the east and the south. So to the southeast is where this is going to be. So hopefully we're all good with the directions. So what we're going to do is place some water there, and that is going to be where the mobs fall. All the raid mobs go here, and they're going to go take damage here, and you're going to slice them through this hole here. So pretty cool system. Now it's time to build the spawning floor of the raid. So this is a fun part. Alright, so from here you're just going to extend this thing out 1 more block so you have a 2 wide ring. Pretty easy done. And oops, don't go too far. So yeah, this is what it should look like now. And then what you're going to do is place a temporary block there, get your fence gates, and place them in all of the air spaces around this thing here. So just like that. Get rid of that one and open all of these like that. So it doesn't matter which way they're opened, but you know, basically you don't want any water getting in here. So there you go. Now what you're going to do is you're going to come over here and you're going to place a 3 tall wall going all the way around, making 3 tall walls around each side here. And now on top of that, you're going to go ahead and get some glass and just do that 2 above. Alright, so now's a good time to fill in the water on each corner of this top section here. And there you go. As you can see, if you built it right, it should look just flowing like this. We should be good to go there. So now what you're going to do is you're going to come out with your packed ice and come in 1 block from the diagonal here and just go out another 4. And another 4, and then go ahead and fill this in as a square. Should be a 5 by 5 of packed ice, just like that. Alright, so now is the time to go ahead and place your chests. Just go ahead and place them all like so. It doesn't really matter which direction these chests are as long as they're chests, and place them in these positions just like that. And now I get your nether brick fences, or These have to be nether brick because otherwise they'll burn. And build them too high up like that and join them like so. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and join them. And there we go. That should be that completed. So now is the tricky part, or at least what I call the tricky part. So you're going to need to place some blocks like that. And you're also going to need to place some blocks like this. Now these, keep in mind, are temporary blocks. So you're going to do that on all of these. So now when you've gotten this on this pattern, you're going to go ahead and place your trapdoors facing at these blocks like so. And then you're going to do this on all of them. And then you're going to go ahead and flip these down like so. More temporary block placement. So start on the corners here and just do gaps like that. And you should end up like so every time. Just have these kind of dotted lines all the way around. And then in between here, you're just going to place trapdoors once again. And then on these trapdoors, you're going to go ahead and place buttons. And then you can get rid of the temporary blocks. So now what you're going to do is place temporary blocks behind these chests. And then place open fence gates on these blocks. Then destroy the temporary blocks. Okay, and now that you have all of this done, I don't know, if you have OCD, just do that. If you have all this done, so what you're going to do is you're going to place some temporary blocks going around here behind these, so just like this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get your lava and you're going to go ahead and place it right here. And you can place it when you're in survival, just like from this angle. And it won't flow towards you, don't worry about it. What you're going to want to do though is wait until it's flown down to the chest there. Just like that. And all of them are flown down now. And now all you got to do is just remove these blocks. Be careful not to update the lava though, because if you do update it, it's going to make a mess. And you're going to have to clean all this up down here. As you see, I made a mess too. And yeah, there we go. Make sure, yeah, if you did do some lava spillage, make sure all the waterways down here are all working good. Mine are, so yeah. And that, my friends, is the raid farm with the hero of the village, 110% complete. But guys, the farm is not completely functional yet. So what you're going to do is you're going to have to, do some beacon things. So go ahead, put a, one of these in here. It can be any one of these, just to clarify. And you're going to go ahead and do resistance and regen. Done. Then on the second one, you're going to go ahead and do strength 2 and done. And so if we look at our effects, we have strength 2, resistance, and regen. Those are the ones that you want to have to be able to infinitely AFK. Otherwise, you'll die of hunger. Anyways, the other thing to check is if you are on hard mode. And then again, make sure your villagers are in place. This guy has a workstation here. Then make sure up here you have another villager here with his workstation. And then all the way up here, you're going to want to make sure that you have some hero of the village villagers, because that's the point of this farm. If you wanted to just do it for the emeralds and everything, I would recommend not building this version. Just building the other one. It's a bit more simpler and less resources. But this one, here you go. Here is the... I just have 2 right now to demonstrate how it works, but you'd put a bunch in. You want to lock them into their professions. These guys are just with 1 trade. They're locked in. And their loot will go into here. We already actually have one. But essentially, what you're going to do is you're going to AFK here. Now, one thing to also check is make sure that this here has a lava bucket in it. The other thing to check is that this is on. And there you go, you have that going. The other thing to check is to make sure that this is working, so this isn't like turned off or anything, and items are flowing. And that probably just went and fired. The other thing to check is if you have any spawnable spaces, so go ahead and patch that one up. I'm gonna go ahead and look here, probably something there as well. And go ahead and check up here if you think, I think we're all good here though. Yep. And so if you guys are wondering if you can put like platforms of glass, just make sure if you're going to make a storage system back here that everything you build is spawn proofed. That way none of the raid people will spawn there. The other thing to check is that you don't have any spawnable spaces down here. I don't. I just have these chests here. And you know, I have the beacon, which is covered in buttons, so nothing can spawn there. Slabs and buttons there. Redstone components here. Oh, good thing we checked. Just go ahead and make sure those are spawn proofed. And let's go ahead and check everywhere, because a lot of times it's good to check this stuff before you use the farm. Alrighty, it looks like we are good to go. So the next thing to look at is what type of sword you are using. So it's kind of important. You want to have a diamond or netherite sword, as they do a specific amount of damage. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have it have sharpness 5, looting 3, sweeping edge 3, and mending. That way you can go ahead and AFK infinitely. So now to go ahead and start the farm, or get into the farm here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to walk into here and then walk directly forward and stop walking forward when you touch this wall, and the water will push you over to here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to aim up here, and when you get bad omen like this guy here, the farm will start. So let's go ahead and go into spectator, and we can watch things happen. So he's going to go all the way down there, and as you can see, the raid bar is starting, and he's going to stay down there for a while so the raid bar can complete. He's going to start coming up here. You can see him somewhere. He's coming. There he is. He's coming up here, and he's going to go over into that spot there, as you can see, and he's killing away. And he has just completed Hero of the Village. Now these guys should recognize that. They're going to start giving him some stuff. And as you can see up here, all the raid mobs have spawned. And you can see them up here are like, you know, just chilling. Now these guys, don't worry about them. As he falls down, he's going to unload these guys, and they're going to despawn. And there they go. And then when, as you can see, there's lava being dispensed. That will destroy any unnecessary items. You know, it's good to have. And then let's check here. Oh, look, we got some extra tools from the toolsmiths. And yeah, so the Hero of the Village is working, just at a very slow rate. And then the player's going to get moved across to right there, right on the edge of the trapdoor right here, as you can see. And yeah, he is going to slash away at this right here, and all the mobs are going to die just like that. And you can see the regular raid loot just like this. Quick note about the auto clicker: make sure it is set at 1 second intervals. That is very important. Just a quick note. I'm going to go ahead and end off with a little time lapse of this thing happening from this viewpoint.